Hey, a little technical difficulties there. That's pretty wild. Look, welcome into the Bold Sports Show. We're doing the NFL Week 1 review. I hope y'all all excited for this one. What an amazing NFL Week 1 action. Look, it ain't quite over yet. It is Monday night. And you know what that means? Monday Night Football with the Jets and the 49ers. Interesting game so far. But back into week 1 NFL action. Well, let's see if we can get this fixed real quick. Hold on, technical difficulty. Yeah, let's get that. Let's get that figured out. Hold on. Uh, 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 maybe, maybe we're in business. I think we're back to good. This thing's a little finicky sometimes. You know these YouTubers be just trying to mess with you. They got to keep you on your toes. I hope y'all enjoyed that week 1 NFL action. Did you see that Thursday night game with the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens? Did you see the Brazil game with the Packers and the Eagles? Did you watch that Sunday night game? Huh? With the Rams and the Lions going down to overtime? Woo! Nail biter there. Did you catch the Cowboys versus the Browns? What I called the underdog of the week. Did you hit on that one? I hope you did. Look, I could not believe they had them boys as the underdogs. Underdogs, the disrespected, the underdogs going in against the Browns. It is, and speaking of the Browns, my co-host, Do With a Beard, wanted me to mention this, so you know we got to bring up the subject. Deshaun Watson is currently facing another SA charge, maybe lawsuit. I think it's a lawsuit, but he's got another one on the books. Another one. As DJ Khaled would say, another one. Like, it is ridiculous. Like, and the saddest part is like the Browns really need to figure out how to get out of this contract. They truly, really do. Because they currently have hundreds of millions still owed to Deshaun Watson. Hey, we got comments rolling in. Hey, shout out Felix. Hi. And Evelyn said, nice shirt. Thank you. It is one of my favorites. It's in my top 3. I've got a couple more that I think are amazing as well, but this is one of my favorite ones. When I want to start popping my collar on folks, I'll bust out this one. You know, I got a few button ups that I like that are pretty spectacular, if you know what I mean. But I salute you for the compliment. I definitely appreciate that. It's been an amazing NFL weekend. Pretty amazing. I still can't believe they had them boys as underdogs, though. That was just a gift from the Vegas gods. Look, we put out these videos for y'all to catch these bets beforehand. I will not give you a bet that I'm iffy on. We only give you locks. And they're free. Look, we don't charge for them. I know some folks like to charge you for picks and stuff like that, or try to get you to enter a promo code for this and that. We don't do none of that. We just want you to get the money. That's all we're about on this show, making sure the fans get the money. We give them the correct picks. And like, look, you can check the record. Like, it's a winning week every week. We don't miss. It's crazy how it's doing. Did y'all hear about that Tyreek Hill news? Shout out to Shanika. Sorry, I got glasses on. It's hard to read. You know what I mean? You'll excuse me for mispronouncing your name, hopefully. But yeah, hi back to you. Yeah, but this Tyreek Hill news is ridiculous. Ridiculous. They pull the man over, right? They released the body cam now. We have the body cam. We can watch it. We can see what happened from the police officer's point of view. And you know what we got? You know what we got, folks? We got a cop on a power trip because his window was only rolled down this much, which is all you need to do. Like, it's crazy. Is this Bam McGurr? No, unfortunately not. I wish, bro. Like, that'd be interesting. Probably not, man. He seems to have a lot of demons, actually. Talk about a dude I wouldn't want to be. But that money must be nice, though, or was. It was. Key word. I used to not be doing better than him, and all of a sudden, let Father Time be undefeated. But hey, at least I feel like that's closer than I get a lot of like Travis Kelsey's, and I don't get it at all. So at least I feel like Bam is like a closer ballpark. Like you get in the right direction. What do we got here? We do have the 49ers with the ball. Crazy to think about. It's currently 7-6 Jets. Watch the Jets pull this one off because of Vegas. Look, I'm not saying it's rigged. I'm not. It is not rigged. But if it was, I'm just saying if it was, just maybe, folks, maybe you might want to follow where the money is with Vegas. We do talk about that every week. It is a factor into the bets. You cannot ignore where the money is on the public, okay? When you see games like the Patriots versus Cincinnati is a great example. The reason we picked the Pats over the Bengals and like told you to look at it, I shouldn't say we picked them. We told you to stay away from the whole bet. My co-host, Dude with a Beard, did bet it though. He did bet the Patriots because I stayed away from it. It just seemed it had funky written all over it. 9-point favorites for a Joe Burrow-led team versus the Patriots. Like when you see those outrageous lines like that where it's so heavy favorites, sometimes it's so all the money will go one way. You can only imagine how many parlays were destroyed by that Cincinnati game. Absolutely obliterated. There was a lot of Survivor League picks suddenly off the board. Sup, 40 ounces to freedom. Hey, shout out Grim One. Hey, I ain't had a 40 in a minute. It's been a while. I don't even know if Florida sells them. I need to check. I used to be a big fan of little Old English 800 myself. I also like the nice Mickey's 40. Like if y'all know about Mickey's. And if y'all like drinking, Friday night is our drinking night. We drink, we talk a little sports. You know, sometimes we'll do a little liquor review and all that good stuff. But at this day and age, I'm not huge on the beer, man. I'm more of a liquor guy myself. I like my liquor straight up on a little bit of ice, you know. Give me a little double crown of ice, maybe just a splash, just a little splash of Coke for coloring. You know, gives it that little, takes off the edge just a smidge, you know. And that's perfect for me. You know, everything, when we do liquor reviews, it is always straight liquor too, by the way. We don't do any cocktails. We haven't done any beer reviews. Should we? I think we might need to get into a beer review. Like start rating beers. Let me know in the comments if y'all think that's a good idea. We start doing that little clickety-clack rate a beer kind of thing. 40 ounces to freedom. Shout that out. This is a very interesting week one. Let's go over the scores. We need to talk who won, who lost, how it worked out. Let's check this out. Oh, scrolled too far. Made it all the way to the preseason, got to scrolling. All right, week one. Kicked it off with the Ravens versus the Chiefs, 27-20. Look, that came down to a game of inches, right? Dude couldn't keep his foot in bounds. Likely, tight end for the Baltimore Ravens. He had a heck of a game. Heck of a game. Shout out to him. Talk about a way to kick off the NFL season. Nothing like people complaining about the referees game one, day one. You know what I mean? Look, when you run out of excuses, you can always rely. Yeah, I don't know why it's so buggy tonight. All right. Yeah. Dang. Oh, I know. It keeps like, it does this to me every night. Every night, they got to come up with something to keep your boy down. Notice we started talking about picks and how he's hitting, and all of a sudden got it cut out. They don't like it when your glasses look the same as mine. They're by Prada. Hey, hey. These are not Prada glasses, unfortunately. Unfortunately, they are not. These are like some dollar store glasses, actually. I think I might have got them at the Dollar Tree even. It might have been $1 glasses. But I guarantee you they were not over $5 because your boy has a problem with losing sunglasses. Even though I've done really good with this pair, I can't go dropping Prada money because your boys, I've lost them. I used to have a pair of Armani sunglasses. I think those lasted like 3 months and then gone. Like they just disappear sometimes. Like glasses, I have trouble dropping a big bag on sunglasses because I just can't keep them. But it's pretty, you're going to have me Googling Prada just to see how much they might actually look alike. Like you do have me awfully curious. And I do think this is really weird. They have me saying I'm in 3 hours into this stream, and I know good and god dang well it's probably closer to 16 minutes. YouTube, bro. Hey, sometimes you got to stick to Rumble. Shout out to all of our people on Rumble watching this. Y'all the real MVPs. Look, even though we can't get your comments to show on the screen, I can't figure it out. The mathematical equation doesn't work. The only time it does work is when I use Rumble Studio, and Rumble messed that up by not paying your boy for some ad reads. They ruined it. They ruined it for me. Look, like we need to start tweeting out, make sure you pay for them ad reads because it's kind of poopy to do an ad read, especially since I don't get paid on the YouTube side for them. And then I get paid for them on the Rumble side. Chama, shout out to TK. I appreciate you popping by. Says you got a shorts channel. What's your shorts? Where's the shorts? Nope, shorts. Okay. Glasses, dark. I need to be careful. These might be messing up my comments a little bit. But let's get back into the games. We do have the Packers versus the Eagles, which was a pretty good game. I did pick the Packers. I did. Everything's pointed to the Packers winning, and the Eagles pulled it off. Saquon Barkley looking like that dude again. Like, shout out Saquon. You know what it is. Like, we had a little faith in you, and here you go showing it. Look, I expected the same kind of performance out of Derrick Henry. Guess what didn't happen? Oh, Derrick Henry never showed up. He didn't show up in that Baltimore game. He did get a tutty. He did get his little goal line situation tutty, which is nice for Lamar Jackson to no longer have to be dependent on for those duties. Like you like to see them progress for that. So shout that out. Next on the board was a mollywhopping, an absolute destruction. Like we're talking about a dynamic, unbelievable. Look, we're gonna mess up again. Watch. Told you, folks. Look, I'm bold predictions. We're not even surprised anymore at this point. Like we already know what it is. Like we know what it is, folks. We're gonna leave it be. Sometimes you gotta let dead dogs lie. You know what I'm saying? Let's get through these games real quick. Panthers versus Saints. Saints win 47-10 in an absolute mollywhopping, as I said earlier before. The stream is so cool. Hey, shout out Jaguar. You know what it is. The first Jaguar King. Shout out. That's a heck of a name. Like I'll give you that name. You got a heck of a name too, buddy. I like it. Thanks for the compliment. Look, we getting these compliments tonight. Oh, got your boy pumped. Get us excited, folks. Get us pumped up. Sometimes it's a little glitchy though, and it's driving me nuts. Little Vikings versus Giants actions. And your boy got all these. This is when we start hitting. We start hitting on Sunday. I did pick the Saints over the Panthers, and I did pick the Vikings over the Giants. I did think it would be slightly more competitive, but it was a 28-6 score. 28-6. Talk about a unbelievable performance from Sam Darnold too. He absolutely lit it up. Give you a little bit, like these Vikings are still in contention without J.J. McCarthy. NFC North start getting a little more interesting. Interesting. Next up on the list, the upset of the week. Not the one I picked, but the upset of the week. Bengals lose to the Patriots 16-10 in embarrassing fashion. Talk about a typical Bengals being a Bengal. Next on the board, we have the Steelers beating the Falcons in an 18-10 score. Not looking so pretty in Atlanta. Expectations might be falling. But look, shout out to the Steelers. Keep winning. Keep winning these games. It's all they know how to do. Next on the board, we have the Texans versus the Colts, where the Texans barely win 29-27. They do not cover, but it is. Oh, Gibbs. Hey, shout out to Gibbs. Falcons suck. Look, they sucked Sunday. That's for dang sure, didn't they? That ain't no lie. Look, I've got a lot of hope in Penix. I'm not a Kirk Cousins fan, nor a Kirk Cousins supporter. Like, you just, I wasn't a fan of the move, but when they drafted Penix, I think sometime mid-season, you might see the change up. Jets and 49ers are playing. Absolutely. I've got it on in the background. You know I've got to keep it going while I'm streaming. You know, hey, Aaron Rodgers is still in the game. How about that? How about that? Unbelievable. We'll see what they can do. It's an interesting one. And the 49ers are still, they're back to winning the game. So that's nice. That is nice. Let me go back over these scores. Let me hit back. Yeah, Texans barely beat the Colts. Didn't cover the line. I did have the Texans over the Colts in that game. Cardinals versus Bills. I did get this wrong. I was betting Cardinals. I really thought it could pull it off. And in the first half, it sure looked like it. And even at the end of the game, if Kyler Murray could have just had 1 second to look downfield, he would have got Maserati Marv wide open. So, kind of disappointing. Next game I got a lot right, and I saved my co-host, dude with a beard, from this bet. And that is the Bears beating the Titans 24-17. I told him to run, don't be afraid. Like, don't do this. He was going to bet the Titans. I told him not to. You don't want to mess up the Cinderella story that is the Bears and Caleb Williams. They're going to try to convince you on it longer. The story is not done, folks. We're getting it. We are getting it in. Next, Jaguars lost to the Miami Dolphins 20-17. And of course, the big news of that game is Tyreek Hill was wrongfully detained prior to kickoff. You get a cop on a power trip, and next thing you know, you're in handcuffs. It's amazing how that works. Shout out to Tyreek Hill for getting a nice little bonus before his Sunday kickoff action. Got another way to make a couple dollars. Shout out to Miami for paying him in multiple different ways. Next on the board, we have the Seahawks versus the Broncos. The Seahawks win 26-20. Bo Picks in the house, not having a great game. Seahawks pull off the dub. And what can you say? Your boy got that one right too, as always. Oh, now time for a wrong one. As soon as I say as always, we got to point out the next cleaning up from here. We start cleaning up from here. We have the Chargers beating the Raiders 22-10. I did pick the Raiders in this game. I went against one of the most basic formulas in the NFL. Compare the quarterbacks. When you start comparing the quarterbacks, this is a quarterback league, and Justin Herbert is significantly better than Gardner Minshew. It is what it is. It just is what it is. Hate to say it. I wanted the Chargers to win, or the Raiders to win, but the Chargers pulled it off. And then we had the dog of the week, the one I told you to bet, the one I circled for you, the one that stood out the most, the lock of the week, Cowboys versus Browns, 33-17, game never in question. There was no doubts if you placed that bet, and the Browns were favored. So you got plus money. If you bet 100, you got 120 back plus the 100 you bet. So 120 got you 220 for betting the Cowboys. You know, I only bring you the dogs. Those are the ones we're looking for, because that's how we bank that bankroll up. That's how we get to balling. We have the Commanders versus the Buccaneers, 37-20. Your boy got that one right as well. Bucks over Commanders. Jaden Daniels probably had the best week one for rookie quarterbacks. So shout out to Jaden Daniels. I kind of have him as my rookie quarterback to root for. So hopefully he doesn't disappoint. I need him to keep me in it. Opinions on Gabe Horn. I'm not sure who Gabe Horn is. I'm not positive. I'm not positive. What team is he playing for? Maybe that'll help ring a bell. Cowboys, and I hope this ain't a troll. You might have just got me. Oh, you're getting me. You're getting me. Oh man, I fell for that one. Look, you're a good troll. I get them all the time, right? I get these trolls all the time, and normally I can catch them before I finish the sentence. And that one had me thinking it was a player. Shout out to you, sir. Keep trolling. Troll on. Next on the list was Lions over the Rams. I picked the Lions in that game. Nice overtime game. And now we have the 49ers and the Jets. The Jets are currently losing 7-13 to the 49ers. So your boy might finish up on that one. He said, laugh out loud. I'm just being silly. Sorry. No, look, I appreciate the trolls. I know you probably run into some that get a little about it. But look, it keeps me entertained. Okay. Like, this is a mutual conversation here, folks. We try to, unfortunately, Rumble folks can't comment in live on the stream, but, if I see the comments, I'll include them. I try to keep my eyes open on it. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. But the trolls, man, you gotta feed the trolls a little bit. Y'all are doing the internet a service, right? Right? I think so. I like fun trolling. I don't do rude stuff. Hey, that makes you a good troll, bro. That is positively. Like, I appreciate them, and especially one that can get me, right? Like, I get a lot of weak attempts, ones that I'm like, bro, like, I can see the troll attempt before I even speak the first word. You know, you like that's not a good troll attempt. And like you gotta take your hats off when you get got. You know what I mean? Like I appreciate it. I truly, truly do. I know some, and I had another troll that said most people are good with y'all doing it, so that just means keep it good, good man. Yeah, and don't forget to hit like. Give me a little like, help the little algorithm a little bit if you could. And I just say keep it pimping, pimping. Like I like my trolls. Is there any legitimate questions for week one, though? Like, we got to get back on the football conversation. I know sometimes on this show we get a little off track, we get a little funky, but we like to have a good time. We're here for enjoyment. The whole part of sports is entertainment. We're entertainers at the end of the day, and like, man, it just keeps us both going. Oh, he hit the like. Look, both of y'all did too. I seen him go up. Thank y'all. Liked and subbed for your good sense of humor. Rock on, buddy. Thank you, bro. And look, I don't usually ask for subs, but we definitely appreciate everyone we get. We're starting to blow up, and it's just you want to be one of the cool kids before the 10,000 club. Because after 10,000, I'm gonna have trouble remembering your names. So if you want to be there, get it. Bro's spirit animal is meth and Mountain Dew. Never done meth a day in my life, but Code Red Mountain Dew is the jam. Like, how do you get wrong? Like, that's it. But no, man, I'm more of a mushrooms kind of guy. A little, I like to get a little more psychedelic than any of that. I don't like to get up. I like to get down. All that good noise. Smoke a little trees and whatnot, little mushrooms, but that's about it. Nah, he ain't a meth guy. I can tell. Yeah, bro, you got a terrible opinion. What I am actually is a veteran that's never done meth. Can you believe that? And a business owner, multiple, if you count YouTube. So out here doing some, out here getting a little some, So I appreciate the insult though. I'm sure your mom wished she swallowed instead, but here we are enjoying your conversation. Um, what else we got? We do have next week's games. Now, the interesting one will be Thursday with the Bills versus the Dolphins. Short week. And you got to imagine, and this is in Miami, so that's going to help the Dolphins, especially with the heat. Speaking of the heat, it's unbelievable. The Tyreek Hill got arrested because he didn't want to be out in the sun, 100 degrees in Miami with his window all the way down. Kind of crazy. He got the full set of teeth, no go spot. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. And I'm fat, bro. Like, how many fat meth heads do you find? I know they're out there. Like, that doesn't automatically exclude you, but your boy is a solid 6'2", 250. Okay, like that's hard to maintain on old meth. But I am missing my wisdom teeth, if that helps you. If that helps. They took those out in the army too. Truckers. Old truckers. But yeah, see that's the difference though, special, right? Like you get in Andrew. That's the difference between a good troll and a bad troll, right? We see it in the comments, right? Like one's entertaining, we can have a good time, laugh, enjoy each other. Ha ha, you got me, you know. And then the other one's just like, why you gotta be salty in life, bro? Thankfully I get 5 compliments for every negative comment, so I guess maybe it helps keep your boy grounded, you know. Uh, but then again, if you ain't got haters, you ain't doing something right. So shout out to you. It probably bothers you that I get paid to do this, folks. I know what it is. I know what it is. You hate to see the streamer out here entertaining folks. It drives you nuts. Makes you sad. I get it. I get it. Maybe just remember this. Go out and do something. Maybe you need to go touch some grass. The internet isn't for everybody, and I don't think it was for you. I'm going to quit talking to you because I'm pretty sure you already left because you couldn't handle the back and forth kind of conversation. See, it's easy to insult someone and run. Little boy. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, but then we got the Bills and Dolphins. It's going to be a short week for the Bills, going all the way to Miami. And I was just down in Miami. Mm, mm. Your boy enjoyed it. Your boy enjoyed it. You see the beach. You know I stay down by the beach. So like I'm never more than a couple miles away from the beach, folks. And I tell you what, it was pretty hot down there. I'm already down in the area, but Miami got a couple extra degrees on where I'm at, and the fact that a cop would power trip over the window being down, like you can communicate. You don't need my window down. This ain't no thing. And you hear a lot of officer safety nonsense. Okay, I understand. An officer would like to be safe, right? You don't want to go to your job and get hurt. I don't. I don't want to go to my job and get hurt. Tyreek Hill doesn't want to go to his job and get hurt, but it happens. But, he doesn't want it either. And, it's kind of wild just to see the power trip. Like, man, and even with millions and millions of dollars, you can't escape it. But the real funny thing is you did go after the one guy that can afford a lawyer, doesn't even can afford a lawyer, has one on retainer. I've learned a lesson in life. Picking on people that have a lawyer on retainer isn't always the smartest of moves. Why did they pad up? I'm in UK. We play rugby. Proper game. Hey, shout out to rugby. I need to get into rugby a little bit because I've never really watched a full game. And that's because in America, we run faster and stronger and we hit a lot harder. Like rugby is a different sport, right? And y'all don't someone wear helmets and whatnot. Like this ain't the same. Like it's a little different head-on collisions. It's why the NFL is trying to get rid of the kickoff actually, because they don't want two dudes going 25 miles an hour at each other, running and hitting each other. It's really to save on injuries. If you see is there a lot of rugby players that get injured? Like how many rugby players play a whole season? Yeah, I got so many rugby questions. You're gonna have to be my rugby. Well, this might be a rugby section all of a sudden. We might we might call this a UK guy teaches American guy how rugby even works. Like y'all play every week, or is it like once a month? Like what y'all doing? And how often do people get injured? Like is that a legitimate threat? Is that a real concern? Because it feels like y'all should be getting injured a lot, but a lot of times y'all start like already touching each other. Like isn't it like a dog pile to start, and then there's a scrimmage or something? I'm probably getting that terribly wrong, but I'm trying to understand the old rugby game. And is there any like well-known rugby international like? Whew, I think I can only name one rugby guy, and that's because he just came to the NFL. like, my ignorance on rugby is clearly showing. Like we out here. Like it doesn't make no sense to me. Oh, rugby. Yeah, I'm gonna think I'm gonna have to do a little deep dive into rugby and get it figured out. We got soccer mostly figured out. Getting there, getting that. What everybody else calls football down, but some of that stuff is kind of nonsense. We do get a touch of nonsense in it. Ooh, shout out to the 49ers, man. Just out here trying to get it. We're looking at 13 seconds to go, the second half. And Brock Purdy throws out of bounds. 8 seconds to go. It's going to bring up 4th and 10 They're going to probably kick a field goal here to bring it 16-7, make it a 2-score game. I like that one. I like that. 6 goes to 9. That does mean the Jets will need 2 scores to catch up. I did not see the kickoff, so I'm not sure who got the old ball first. It is a question. Man, what a crazy NFL weekend. Let's take a look. Let's pull up what the stats looked like. Let's see who's going to be leading so far. Who is the best quarterback? Who's in the lead, as they say? And currently, to no surprise, is Tua, who just got paid. Shout out to Tua. You know we celebrate people getting the bag on this show, so that's always good. He's got the leaderboard with 338 yards in a win over the Jaguars. Matthew Stafford sitting at 317 with an ugly loss to his former team, the Lions, who your boy told you was going to the Super Bowl. We have Sir Patrick Mahomes sitting at 291 with a real nice performance, a 10-yard average, by the way. Like, shout out to that. Starting to stretch that field a little bit. Him and Xavier Worthy and Rice, just killer combination. Like, you gotta like it. And look, this is without Hollywood Brown. They ain't even got Hollywood Brown putting up these numbers. This offense is certainly going to be electric. Like, you're not going to deny this offense. Like, it's just truly popping. Let me see. Who else we got? Baker Mayfield. Shout out 289. 289, trying to prove the haters wrong. Let's do some scrolling. Let's see the difference. How far down do we got to go? Here we go. Deshaun Watson, 169 yards. So the Cleveland Browns got rid of Baker Mayfield, who was the first quarterback to get them back to the playoffs in God knows how long. Nobody knows. It's been since the Browns were in the playoffs before Baker Mayfield. The Cleveland fans probably don't forgot, if we're going to be 100% honest. Like, if we're just going to keep it at 100 on the show, Browns fans probably, there's probably Browns fans that can vote. Yeah, digging in between the two. But they said old Baker ain't good enough. He ain't the guy. It's not Baker. We need to improve it. Let's get rid of Baker Mayfield and get the biggest pedo. I don't even know if I can say the words on YouTube without getting in trouble. That's the kind of guy you got leading your franchise. And that's why every week I will root for your success as long as you have Watson at quarterback. 169 yards. Good golly, Miss Molly. And they still owe the man $200 million of the $275 million. That's right. If they got rid of him next year, it'd be $175 million cap hit. Swift kick. That hurts. It hurts to think about. It's not going away anytime soon. And shout out to my co-host, Dude with a Beard. He got it right. We have a versus battle. Anytime we have an agreement or disagreement, we do a versus battle. And you can check them out. We have several in the series. The most recent was Dan Marino versus Drew Brees. Let us know who you're taking that one. And we had a debate about who was the worst contract, Deshaun Watson or Russell Wilson. And your boy's already won. Your boy Dude with a Beard has already won. It is like disturbing almost. It's like sad to see how quickly I lost that argument. Jeez. Jeez. So you gotta give flowers when they do. So shout out to my co-host who unfortunately could not be here tonight. He did have to work late, unexpectedly. So, sometimes life pops up. They're not paying us enough to go full time yet. So you can't be mad. Ooh, next on the list behind Baker Mayfield was Jalen Hurts with a 278 performance. Lamar Jackson with a 273-yard performance, but supposedly he can't throw the ball. He doesn't have those throwing capabilities, apparently. Next on the list is going to be Jordan Love. Yeah, look, these are all the quarterbacks that threw less yards than Lamar Jackson. Jordan Love, Gardner Minshew, C.J. Stroud, Josh Allen, Jared Goff, Sam Darnold, who did have a really good game actually, but only threw for 208 yards. Derek Carr, Daniel Jones, Jaden Daniels, Dak Prescott, Geno Smith, Deshaun Watson, Joe Burrows, your boy Trevor Lawrence, Kyler Murray, Bryce Young, Justin Fields, and Kirk Cousins. Dear Lord, Tua had more yards than all of the Steelers and Atlanta Falcons game combined. You put them together and you still don't add enough. The Steelers, man, the Steelers just have an unbelievable ability to win ugly games. If you are not high on these Steelers, I don't know what to tell you. This dude, Mike Tomlin, just rolls out of bed and gets a winning season. It has come to the point where it's a disturbing fact. The only thing that is guaranteed in life is death, taxes, and the Steelers going 500. The Sphere in Vegas is awesome. Did you go? Did you go to the Sphere or something? I've seen pictures and videos. I haven't been yet. And shout out to my boy Texas Repo for popping in. Nice to see you pop back in, sir. But I'm wondering if you did you catch the game there or something? What happened there? I'll be real curious. Real curious how that is. On TV right now. Oh, okay. Okay. Got you. Yeah, right now we got the Jets and 49ers on my screen. So that's what I got. Well, I guess it's halftime. And I'm not currently too busy for halftime. I can stream and watch the game, but I can't stream and watch halftime. I start going on to different topics. But your boy, speaking of halftime, your boy Kendrick Lamar got the halftime show. Kind of interesting. It'll be a real bad night for Drake. He's going to be real upset when everybody starts screaming, "Not like us, not like us." Oh, the halftime show is going to be about how Drake is one of them people you don't want to watch your kids promoting next week's game. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's supposed to be the UFC fight coming up there sometime. The Sphere. They're going to have a fight there eventually. Oh, May 5th, right? Cinco de Mayo. That's what I gotta remember. I'll be excited to watch that. Apparently they're having trouble selling seats or something. Now, I'll be excited to watch that one. And these are going to be your rushing leaders for week one. We got Joe Mixon. What a great addition there. That was a nice ad. J.K. Dobbins. Ooh, with 135. That's not bad. Lamar Jackson was not only a top 5 running back, a top 5 quarterback in passing, he also had 122 yards rushing. Now, I believe he's the only quarterback to ever have 270 yards passing and 100 yards receiving in a game, and he's lost every time he's done it. So it's like no matter how much he puts it on his shoulders, it's getting it. We got Stevenson for the Patriots, 120 with a huge game over Cincinnati. Still can't believe my boy Dude with a Beard got that pick right. That's nice of him. Or that bet right. He picked Cincinnati on the show, and he ended up betting Patriots. So we do got to put kind of an asterisk. You know, you guys unfortunately just didn't get to catch the news about it. Saquon Barkley showing he still got it with 109 yards. Got me excited. Let me see. I do have Josh. That's and Kenneth Walker is going to be the last guy over 100 yards. I did give some fantasy football advice this weekend, and I don't think it paid off. I don't know if it paid off for that guy. DeAndre Swift did not do very well. Anthony Richardson had 56 yards. Are these all? Justin Fields had 57. Kyler Murray had 57. Man, imagine getting outrun by a freaking quarterback. Oh, that's embarrassing. Everybody besides Joe Mixon and J.K. Dobbins might have a touch of an embarrassment. Touch of an embarrassment. Ooh, let's check out the scores. Who are the Raiders playing next week? Or the schedule? Let's check out the Ravens. Huh, that's a loss. They're previewing the stadium just because the Raiders are going to lose. Jeez Louise. Get the Ravens back on track, though. Man, monstrous teams. Monstrous. Fun to have. What an exciting little weekend of NFL action, though. What was your favorite game of the week, though? I would be real curious about that. I keep getting pumped that my dog of the week, I always get excited when I bring you guys the dogs and they hit. Anytime we can hit on the dogs, I get pumped. Anytime I know that I potentially put money in your pockets on a right bet, your boy's going to celebrate. You're going to get excited. Going to get going. And I want you guys to know tomorrow night is game show night. Okay? It is game show night. You can tune in, play along, and win some useless prizes. We do give out junk wax. So basically, you pick your favorite team, football or baseball, and we do a little trivia questions. You get them right, and you go home with some prizes. We'll mail them out to you. Get you, and it'll be your team. It'll be from your team, whatever it is. And I've got some decent little look. They ain't worth anything money-wise. Like most of it's probably $1 card or not, but I've got some useless signed cards that I'm, if your team happens to be that team, I'm not going to give the spoiler away. I do have some rookie cards for some people that could. It may not be worth much today, but down the road it might. As they like to say. One of those investment pieces, like one of these Herberts or Justin Burrows. I can't give up the Pat Mahomes rookie, but I can give up, some of the other guys, some of them others. So make sure you tune in tomorrow night. Get there and play along in the trivia show. Ooh, what a fun little NFL action. We got about 10 minutes left in the show. So if there's any other topics you want to discuss, make sure you pop them in. We'll get you going. I know we haven't seen a few folks pop in. We're missing a few of our regulars, but it is a Monday night, so that does happen, especially with football game going on. It is hard to compete with such a product, you know. I am asking y'all to ignore the Monday night football game and hang out with your boy and talk about things that have already happened that you might even already know about. But sometimes you just want to let the conversation go, you know? Yeah, fun one. Fun one. What a way to get it. Oh, and I did drop a highlight video tonight or today of all my favorite plays from week one. Make sure you check it out. Make sure you watch it and enjoy it. There was some definite bangers in there. And the watch time on that one is going through the roof. So I definitely appreciate y'all watching the full video. Like, I don't get that every day. And you'd be amazed at how many people, you know, only watch part of it. Like what really surprised me is I have we do parlay videos, and you'll see that like they didn't even finish to hear the parlays that are available. Like they must have heard the first one and tuned out. They didn't want to hear it. And that's why I save the safest ones for last. That way you know which ones to get the winners. So make sure you always watch the videos to the end, because I like to put surprises in it. And I think that's what we might start doing. I think I'm going to start putting prizes in the video. That way, whoever notices it wins a prize. Mm, mm. You know, your boy is a businessman, and I'm a marketing savant sometimes. I don't even know if that was the right word. I probably just made some wrong word or mispronounced it even. But anyways, I do still want to give I know I've been dissing them a little bit today, but I do want to give a shout out to Rumble. And this is not against the people that watch Rumble. If you're watching on Rumble, you're legit. I enjoy you. But we do need to call out Rumble for having your boy do some ad reads and not paying him for it. Like, that is shiesty. Matter of fact, I know you got to make dedicated videos. Dedicated videos. That is the best way to reach the public. Get the information out there. Hundreds and hundreds of people will want to know this. Want to know. It gets you feel salty. It's really shiesty to have someone do an ad read and not pay them. Like, I hate to end the show on that on a bad note, but here we are. Make sure you hit the little like and subscribe if you made it this far. And this has been the Bold Show for Monday Night NFL Week 1 review.